Hey family, I'm going back to monthlies and weeklies. I'm feeling comfortable about it again spiritually. I'm feeling like I have full authority. There's nobody that can judge me except the Most High God. So we're going to roll with it. So we're going to start with the sign of Virgo, September 2017. And we're going to go through, we're going to get you spiritual messages. We're also going to get you your love and your finance. So, with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to start with asking the Most High to speak through me on behalf of this reading for the sign of Virgo, for those who need the messages and those who are willing to receive the messages. In your blessed name I pray. Amen. I'm going to give you a scripture. We're going to go back to the basics. We're just going to let the Lord speak. O Lord, see how my enemies persecute me. Have mercy and lift me up from the gates of death, that I may declare your praises in the gates of the daughter of Zion, and there rejoice in your salvation. I'm going to stop there. That's Psalm 13 through 14. Okay? So, let's get your spiritual messages going. I hope all is well for you. I hope you guys are enjoying the start of the post-eclipse. Go look at my previous video, which is post-eclipse all signs, and let you know what your forecast or what life may look like for you over the next 6 months. Okay, what does the Most High want? What is the Most High spiritual messages that the Most High wants the sign of Virgo to hear or know? Ooh, well, there's a lot. There's a lot you're going through spiritually, and it's so crazy because I just spoke to someone, a good friend of mine, and this is just a clear indication that it's a lot going on spiritually for some of you Virgos out there. So breathe, meditate, rest silently, quietly on your bed, read your scripture, and accept that the Most High is going to bring you his favor sooner rather than later. Okay, the closer the better. There must be proximity between your gift and your character. The greater the disparity, the more difficult life will be. So some of you guys are going through something spiritual that is making you feel desperate, and it's making your life more difficult. You have to use your gift, and you have to put your gift in. So let's say you have a spiritual gift, your spiritual gift in close proximity to your character in order for you not to feel so desperate, which is making your life difficult. Now let's see how that applies to your love life. Most High has asked me to give you one more card. Okay. It had to come to this. You have to spiritually, Virgo, own who you are, what you're going through spiritually, if you have a spiritual gift. And right now, for the month of September, it seems like the Most High is saying it had to come to this. It had to come to you owning whatever you're going through. It may be even... you have to own whatever. Sometimes, so it had to come to this. Sometimes you have to almost lose your mind before you change your mind. Some of you are going to be changing your mind about how you see things spiritually, what you've been holding in and holding back from people spiritually, and you're going to be forced. It had to come to this. In the month of September, it had to come to this because it's only for your own greater good. You're making your life more difficult by retreating where it concerns your gift and your character. Love life, Virgo, for the sign of Virgo for the month of September 2017. Oh, some resistance going on. Maybe you are causing the resistance. Resistance going on. Yeah, you're resisting it. There's some resistance going on in your love life. First card up, the essential issue. Most High, let's get some clarity to the sign of Virgo love life. Central issue. World card. So, what you're facing right now is a world card, which means that centrally you feel you're like feeling almost inebriated in love. That's what Most High is telling me to say to you. You're feeling inebriated in love. You're feeling victorious in love. What's crossing that? Your challenge. No, you can see that. It's the Four of Wands reversed, which means that you in your love life, you feel like you have it all, but with the Four of Wands reversed, you're missing one thing. So the Four of Wands upright means that there's stability, everything's happy and copacetic in the house, there's a marriage. The love life, the marriage is good. With it in reverse, it's not quite where you want it to be. So there is no marriage in reverse. But there is success and happiness and prosperity, but there's just no marriage. You know what I mean? In your environment, which you know. Okay. All right. We're going to get to the bottom of this. It's a Five of Cups upright. So because you can't have marriage, or you're not getting marriage right now, you're crying over spilt milk. And it had to come to this. Spiritually, it had to come to this, okay? Sometimes you have to lose your mind before you change your mind. And it's affecting your gift and your character. And you're making life more difficult. It's like some of you are in a relationship for shits and giggles, not shits and giggles, but you're enjoying what it is, but you want more, but you can't have it. So it's got you feeling sad. It's got you feeling sad when you're in your environment because that person isn't like living with you. But when you're with them, it's got you feeling inebriated. You know what I mean? So it's bittersweet. And the recent past regarding your love life. This is the Emperor reverse. Let go of control. So you, in the recent past, you realized you needed to let go of control of whatever the situation is regarding your love life. What's on your mind is deception. The Devil upright. And it's whatever this is that's on your mind has you going in these spells of rage for some of you Virgos. Because some of you, you're thinking about deception. You feel like there's some deception. You're thinking about deception. You're thinking about deceit. But you also may be thinking about how passionate this relationship is. You may be constantly thinking about how passionate the relationship is. Let's get. I'm going to do the general. I'm going to lay the full spread, and then I'm going to clarify some of these things. In your how you see yourself. Six of Pentacles. So you see yourself. You see yourself as winning. Okay. You see yourself as being generous. You see yourself as being generous. You see yourself as being grateful for what it is. All at the same time. So it's like you can't have exactly what you want. But you're enjoying it at the same time. So you're just taking it with a grain of salt. You're grateful at the same time. But it is affecting your character and your gifts. So it's like it's like if you're involved in a situation where you can't have everything that you want, you're blocking your blessings. And you're going to come to a point in the month of September where you realize that something had to come to something. We're going to get to the outcome and we're going to get to the near future and outcome really soon. How others see you in this love relationship is the Knight of Swords. So you're defending, you're defending your relationship, but you're also being brave about the relationship. And you're being very careful about how you interact in this relationship. Hopes and fears. This is the Knight of Pentacles reverse. So it's moving super slow. You're hoping that it won't continue to move slow. You know what I mean? You're hoping that you can accelerate this relationship to the next level. Or your fear is that it's going to continue to move slow. Either way, it's moving slow. In your near future, why are these cards like, okay, wow. In your near future, you're going to get a sincere offer of love. Okay? Can't be more clear than that, right? So it looks like everything is going okay. It's not exactly what you want it to be, but there is an offer of love coming in the near future. Outcome. Some opposition. It's the Queen of... So you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you may have Sagittarius in your chart, but there's going to be some resistance towards this love. This may not even be for people who are in relationships. This could be someone, a loved one, a family member. So let's clarify the world as your central issue. You feeling like you have it all. Knight. You have a lot. You have 3 knights in this reading. The Knight of Wands. So you're moving forward passionately and quickly in the midst of feeling like you have it all. That's what you're dealing with. Like, when he say jump, you say hi hi. One more clarifier. The five of rods reverse. So you feel like you have it all and you're being impatient about it. But there's a contradiction going on. There's a struggle still. There's some resistance. Why there's resistance is because you want something, like you want marriage, they don't. That's the 4 of Wands reverse. That's crossing your central issue. Let's clarify the 4 of Wands reverse. And the reason why you can't have marriage is because of the 2 of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles reverse. Whoever you're dealing with, they're not balancing. They're not balancing. The reason why you can't have what you want and there's a struggle is because they're not balancing what's really going on with them properly. Let's clarify that. Let's further clarify it. The 7 of Cups was just there upright. That means they have a difficult choice to make. But hold on. You're challenged. There's a difficult choice to make. Woo. Two of Cups reverse. 2-2. So the challenge is you can't have, you're in a relationship. It's like a homie lover friend. So you're in a relationship where there's no balance. And the 2 of Cups reverse means that there's really no relationship. But there's a relationship, but there's not the relationship that you want. 2 of Cups means that a union, 2 people coming together. The challenge is that you guys are not coming together as a full-fledged union, right? And in your environment, if you remember me telling you, you have the Five of Cups upright. That's why you're crying over spilled milk, because it's not going to be exactly what you want. Let's clarify the Five of Cups upright. Five of Pentacles reversed. This relationship is causing you some financial hardship. Five of Pentacles upright is a strong financial hardship. In the reverse, it just means that this relationship is causing you some setbacks in your environment. One more card to clarify. Page of Swords reversed. It's a conversation that you're not wanting to have, or it's not pleasant conversations in your environment about finances and love not going your way. The deception on your mind or crowning you, the devil upright. Taking a leap of faith. So, with the devil upright on your mind and taking a leap of faith on your mind, the Fool part upright, that's telling me you're thinking about passionately taking a leap of faith with this person, regardless of their circumstances. Regardless of what their circumstances are, you're thinking about taking a leap of faith with this person. One more card to clarify. The 2 wanted to come out. We have the Magician with the Devil and the Temperance. So with the Devil and what's on your mind, you're thinking about taking a leap of faith where concerns, some of you may be even being patient with some black magic that you've done to somebody, or you're being patient about deciding whether or not you want to do black magic to get what you want in this love situation. You're thinking about taking the leap of faith to do something you ain't supposed to do. And you're taking time to reflect on it. Like, should you or should you not? To get what you want. And I'm warning you now, don't do it. You see yourself as being generous and being grateful regarding this relationship, because you're following your intuition, even though you're not clear about everything. So that's why you're being generous, because in your mind you're following your intuition. It's like your intuition is telling you things are going to work out in your favor. So that's why you're being generous to this lover. That's how you see yourself. You're being generous to this person because your intuition, you're following your intuition, and your intuition is unclear. One more card to clarify how you see yourself. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Bad news. So you're being generous towards this person regardless of having the unclear intuition based on bad news you got about this person or situation. Others see you as being defensive yet brave about the relationship. Clarifying that is trouble. So people see you as being brave but being in trouble at the same time. That's the Five of Wands reversed. One more. You're being brave about the trouble. Put it that way. And it's the King of Swords reversed. You're being brave about trouble regarding, it could be an air sign. That's how people see you. People see you as being skillful and brave about some trouble. Okay, I'm going to go through this whole thing. How many minutes we at? 19? We're doing good. Your hopes and fears is you're hoping that you can be brave about something. The Knight of Pentacles reverse. Clarify that is strength. You're hoping that you can be brave and strong about something. Okay? Or your fear is that you're not going to be brave and strong about something. And be able to let go of the past. The near future page, the Page of Pentacles, so there's a message of love coming in the near future. And it's regarding, this is the Lover's reverse. It's regarding your relationship. So there's a loving message coming from someone about your relationship that you're in. And it doesn't look good. Because if you got a message of love coming, but then the Lovers is in reverse, someone's coming to tell you something that that's one more card to clarify, near future. So the near future could be anywhere between now and the middle of September. Clarifying the Lovers reverse is bad news. Yep. So you got the Page of Cups in your near future, the Lovers reverse in your near future, and you got the Page of Wands reverse in the near future. You're going to be displeased with the information that you get in the near future regarding this love life. And how you see yourself, going back to how you see yourself as being generous to this person and your intuition being unclear, you're getting bad news. You see yourself getting bad news. It's like you know the bad news is coming, but you want what you want, what you want. Basically. Woo, goosebumps. Come on, come on, come on. The outcome is the Queen of Wands reverse. Someone that's going to be opposing or resistance. This could be you, but this could be someone else. Clarifying the Queen of Wands reverse is, and the outcome is, someone's going to be proven to be a hypocrite, or you're just not going to work hard on something anymore. You're not going to put in the effort anymore. We're concerned stability with this person. Clarifying that is the Three of Cups upright. So it looks like if you're thinking about doing something you ain't supposed to do regarding this relationship to get what you want, don't do it. That's number one. You may be feeling like you're in love, or it feels good when you're with this person, but what's crossing you with the challenges is that you're not going to get marriage. Because this person is juggling and can't offer you a commitment with the Two of Cups reverse in your challenge. In your environment, in your home life, like if you're chilling at home, whatever, you're disappointed. You're crying over spilt milk because it's like you got yourself into something that you knew you shouldn't have got yourself into. So it's like bittersweet because you're enjoying the sex, you're enjoying when you're with this person, but you can't have this person. And it's been taken away from you financially. And you're not hearing the things, and it's also bothering you emotionally because you're not hearing the things that you want to hear from this person. In the recent past, you decided to let go of control, and this is why you're feeling this way right now. So it's like in the recent past, you decided to just take it for what it is and just enjoy the moment. And this is now, what you're getting from that. It's like you're letting the Most High do what the Most High is going to do, and the Most High is giving you the truth. Like I said, if you're thinking about what's in your mind, or your central issue is the Devil, the Magician upright, taking a leap of faith, the Fool upright, and Temperance. You're being patient about doing something deceitful or devious where it concerns manipulation energies, because we have the Temperance there. Yeah, some of you are thinking about doing something that you shouldn't do to get what you want. How you see yourself as being generous in this love affair, and having unclear intuition about bad information that you got. Others see you as being brave and skillful in handling it, but it's so bittersweet because you don't have control over it. Your hope or your fear, well, I should say, you're hoping to be able to be brave and strong and let this thing go. You're hoping that you can do this. In the near future regarding your love life, you have the Page of Cups and the Lovers reverse and the Page of Wands reverse, which tells me that someone's going to come to you and say, bro, sis, he ain't it or she ain't it. And it's going to be displeasing to you. It's going to be something that you like, it's really going to, and it's like you're going to get the answer to what you were unclear about really soon, between now and in the middle of the month. As an outcome, you got the Queen of Wands reverse. It's going to put you in a place where you're not going to feel like working. You're going to be, it's like going to put you in a depressive place. You're not going to be working as hard as you used to because it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And the Tower is not here, so it's not going to be as bad as the Tower, but it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And it's going to put you in a place of not feeling like your outcome is like not feeling like your normal self. But then at the same time, you're going to be able to celebrate. There's something you're going to be able to celebrate. So you're going to get bad news about what this love situation is. But it's almost like the bittersweet is that this man is not going to leave their wife, but you're pregnant. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I can sum it up. So I'm going to leave that right there. Or this man is not going to leave his wife, but he can still be a homely loving one. Sorry about that. And don't forget, the spiritual base to everything financial in your love life is it had to come to this. And the closer, the better. There must be proximity between your gift and your character. The greater the disparity, the more difficult your life will be. So you may be desperate to be in a relationship with this person, and you're just making your life difficult because it's not going to happen. And it had to come to this. The Most High had to put you through this so that you can see how foolish maybe you have been, wanting something that wasn't for you. Finances, Most High. Let's talk about the Virgo finances. What can you tell us about the Virgo finances for the month of September? Central issue. Crossing. Environment in which you know regarding your finances. Thank you, Most High. In the past, what you know about your finances. What's on your mind about your finances? Thank you, Most High. How you see yourself regarding your finances? Thank you, Most High. How others see you regarding your finances? Thank you, Most High. Hopes and fears regarding your finances. Thank you, Most High. Near future regarding your finances. Thank you, Most High. That's the middle of the month. Outcomes regarding your finances, end of the month. Thank you, Most High. Alright. So, the central issue, what you're facing right now is the Seven of Wands. You're defending yourself regarding your finances. You're defending yourself, and you're defending yourself, and you're trying to be logical about why you're defending yourself. What your challenge is the Knight of Chalices reverse. So you're defending yourself because people are trying to take advantage or trying to take credit for what you're doing or what you've done. That's your challenge. In your environment, Eight of Pentacles reverse. So because someone is or people are trying to take credit for what you're doing or what you've done, you have to be prepared to impress your superiors. Give your best and then some. That's what you feel like you have to do. It's like you know you have to give your best and then some. Like now you got to go full throttle. In your recent past, regarding your finances, is the Page of Cups. So you got some really good news about your whatever you do in business. You know you got some really great compliments. You feel hopeful. The compliments and the information or things people were saying to you in the past made you feel hopeful. What's on your mind regarding your finances? It's the Star card reverse. So in the past you were feeling hopeful, but now you're not feeling hopeful because you can't see the outcome yet. So make the best of it. How you see yourself is a tower, transforming regarding your finances. Things are not clear, like I just said, so be patient. Give benefit of the doubt where it needs to be given. How others see you regarding your finances. The Wheel of Fortune. Follow your dreams. You may be even thinking about leaving your job to be full throttle and where it concerns your dreams. So stay unique and stay unique. You know, you may need to even ask someone if you could be an assistant to them to learn a little bit more to better your current situation financially. So other people see you as following your dreams right now. Your hopes and your fears. You're hoping, your fear is that your wish is not going to come true. Nine of Cups reverse. Near future. Five of Swords. So you're your own worst enemy. You're going to realize in the near future that you are your own worst enemy. It's going to be your mouth. It's going to be the way you communicate. There's some unfairness going on, but it's your mouth that's going to push something over the edge. Your outcome is the King of Wands upright. So there may be someone around you that may have your back, or you may be feeling like that you need to have your own back passionately. That's your outcome. Now, you're defending yourself as a central issue because of your strength. Because you got to be strong. You know, you just feel like you have to persevere. One more clarifier. You have to persevere and not offer so much of yourself. Four of Cups upright. No. You have to persevere, be strong, and offer a cup of love that someone may not even want to take from you. So you may have to work with somebody that you don't want to work with, or you may have to work with somebody that doesn't want to work with you. Your challenge, and that's why you're being strong and defending yourself. Okay? Your challenge is people taking credit. And this could be you taking credit for what someone else did or does. Clarifying that, people taking credit. Be deliberate. It's the Eight of Swords reversed. Be deliberate on purpose. Your challenge is being deliberate. You know what I mean? Your challenge is tiptoeing around things. Because that's the reason why people are taking credit for what you're doing. Because you're tiptoeing around things. That's your challenge. And clarifying that is the Queen of Pentacles, you. So you can't make great headway if you're going to tiptoe around people taking credit for what you're doing. You're not being deliberate about your approach, your delivery, and your communication. Or no, you're not being deliberate about your emotions regarding your finances or your work situation. And your environment, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, be prepared to impress. Nine of Wands. You're blocking yourself. So you know you have to prepare yourself to impress some folk, but you're blocking. You're restricting yourself, or they may be restricting you from being able to impress. It's like you want to impress, but they're your boss is restricting you. Knight of Swords. So there's quick communication coming in the month of September that is it's almost like your boss is telling you fall back. I'm not going to do the recent past because you, like I said, in the recent past you got some information that made you hopeful. What's on your mind is now that the star reversed, you're not hopeful. You're thinking like there's no hope. Clarifying that is the Ace of Wands. So what's on your mind? You're not being hopeful about this something creative that is not coming off the ground. You feel like there's no hope. One more card, clarifying that. Ace of Chalices. So you're not being hopeful. Okay, you're thinking that there's no hope where it comes to your creativity in this work environment. And you're at the same time, you're thinking about, with the Ace of Cups in the upright, you're anticipating that it's going to turn around. Like you're anticipating that the hope will be restored. Okay? How you see yourself? The Tower card upright. Six of Pentacles. Things are not clear. You see yourself as knowing that things are not clear, but you're still being generous with your time. One more card clarifying that. Seven of Cups upright. You see yourself as not being clear and major changes happening around you. So therefore you're being, regardless of the changes that are happening around you, you're being generous with your time. Because you have options. You know what I mean? You're being generous with it. You're doing this meeting, you're going to help over there, you're doing da-da-da-da. Even though what you really want, which is what's on your mind, is you're unclear about, you're still being generous. You're keeping yourself busy. How others see you, the Wheel of Fortune. All right? Others see you follow your dreams. Clarifying that is three of Wands upright. So others see you as your opportunities are coming your way. Clarifying that is Three Cups reversed, but you're not able to celebrate. 2 threes. So there's other people see you as a third party in a situation where it concerns your business. And they see you following your dreams and the opportunities coming to you, but you're not happy about them because it's like you're still being held back. Remember I said that before in the beginning of the financial portion. Your fears is not getting your wish in finances. 9 of Pentacles reversed, and clarifying that is a 10 of Wands. Because okay, so you're fearing that you're not going to get your wish because you're fearing you're not going to get your wish is not going to come true, and the fighting will stop. You're fearing that the fighting won't stop. Clarifying that is the King of Chalices reversed. Your fear is that your fear is that a wish is not going to come true because the fighting won't stop regarding a man that possibly may have had an emotional outburst with you and is taking something personal. So you may be hoping that a wish doesn't come true. I got to think about that one for a minute. In near future, 5 of Swords. And that your hope and your fear is kind of clarifying already the 5 of Swords, but 5 of Swords in your near future regarding your finances, you're your own worst enemy because of the 5 of Cups. There's delays. So there 2 5s in your near future. 5 of Cups and 5 of Swords. Bad communication and bad emotions in your near future regarding your finances and your work environment. And clarifying that is the Chariot. You're going to be moving forward. Once it's bad communication, it's going to be like an argument. It's going to put you in a really sad state. You're going to be moving forward. The outcome of King of Wands, feeling like, you're good either way. Clarifying the King of Wands upright. It's a 2 of Wands. Yeah. After this argument in the near future, like the mid portion of September, after that argument and those emotional, the 5 of Cups reverse, you're going to be making steps to move forward, and you're going to begin to move forward, and then as the outcome towards the end of the month, you're going to make a decision to be passionate about yourself. Or this could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo in your life. Clarifying the 2 of Wands reverse, 7 of Wands, or 7 of Swords. So there could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo in your environment that's making a decision to observe you at the end of the month regarding your job. And it's regarding the 7 of Swords in the upright. It's regarding office politics. It's regarding, but there's going to be a decision made at the end of the month. I got to clarify that, just to be clear. I got to clarify the near future too. So there's going to be arguments. There's going to be some emotional outpouring, some emotional disappointment, crying over spilled milk, wishing you can change things, from the past almost, and moving forward. Ooh, chills. Clarify the near future for me, Most High. And this is the Queen of Chalices. So emotional again. Let me get one more for that, for the near future. Clarify near future, one more card. 9 of Swords. You're worrying. The near future, you're going to be worrying about, you have anxiety about something. There's an argument, there is a denial, being in denial about something where it concerns your finances. Although you're going to be moving forward, you're going to have to make a head or heart decision, and it's going to put you in a very, very, very bad, it's not going to, be very, very, some of you Virgos are not going to be in a great headspace regarding a work situation. You're going to be very emotional. You're going to be very emotional, and it's going to cause you major worry and anxiety. As an outcome with the 7 of, and that's why I see the outcome, because it's like the King of Wands is someone who passionately observes. But this King of Wands is going to make a decision. And with the 7 of Wands in the finances, it's like you're being doubly observed. Because either you or someone is trying to get away with something around you. Clarify the outcome. Death. There's going to be okay. There's going to be a decision. There's going to be a decision to finish something. So some of you may be losing your job at the end of the month because of some deception that went on with the 7 of Swords. Someone thinking that they can get away with something. There's going to be a decision to finish it. Because you've got the King of Wands, the 2 of Wands reversed, which is the decision being made, and you knowing exactly what direction you got to go in. we're concerned some deception and finishing it. And it's for the greater good. So you're basically, your finances is saying that you're worried. You're worried about something that, you're worried about something today when you watch this. And you're trying to be strong about it. And the challenge of you being strong about whatever's going on in your work environment, you are your own challenge. You are your own. Something about you is affecting something that is being presented to you. And with that being said, in your environment, what you know is that you need to be prepared to impress. Because you're being delayed. You're either delaying somebody or you're being delayed where it comes to some kind of quick communication. So the Knight of Swords, it could be an air sign you're dealing with, but in your environment you're being delayed. Or maybe you're impressed by a delayed communication with the air sign. A delayed quick communication. Maybe you were impressed by that for some of you regarding. So someone may have come to you and said something to you recently that impressed you, that you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared for it, and or you're doing this to someone else. What's on your mind now since that happened? Is not, you're thinking about there's no hope for something. There's a good possibility, but you're thinking about the downside as well. And you're thinking about the downside and the upside. That's it. So you're feeling hopeless, or you're feeling like all hope is lost. And you're thinking about how your wish didn't come true. But at the same time, you're thinking about the good side and the bad side, the ups and downs of whatever the situation is in your work environment. How you see yourself as transforming. The Tower, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups in the upright. So you're transforming, yet at the same time being generous with your time. You're spending your time amongst a lot of people because you know you have options. How others see you? Others see you as the wheel turning. Now, it could be in your favor or out of your favor. But with the Three of Wands right next to it, upright, that tells me that the wheel is turning and you're seeing people are seeing that your ships are coming in, but you're not happy about it. You're not celebrating about it. You're not feeling successful about it. Your hopes and fears, you're hoping that a wish will come true regarding a fight and an outburst that you have from maybe a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. In the near future, with the Five of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Chariot, you're going to be moving forward after this argument that's coming up for you in the near future. This argument, this crying over spilt milk regarding the situation, you're going to be moving forward emotionally. And it's going to you're going to be having anxiety about it. It's like you have to walk away from something. And as an outcome, it comes to pass. It's like in the near future, you're going to realize you have to walk away from something, and then as an outcome, with the King of Wands in the upright, the Two of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Swords in the upright, and the Death, it comes to pass. It's finished. You are absolutely walking away from something. And to clarify again, this whole financial reading, the spiritual messages again is the closer the better. There must be proximity between your gift and your character. The greater the disparity, the more difficult life will be. This is telling me financially, some of you may be using your gift for the wrong reasons. And the closer you have your gift to your character, it will make your life less difficult. But you're separating your gift and your character. You're trying to keep them separate, and it's causing you more turmoil. it's like people don't know something about you, and it's causing you more difficulties in life. So the closer the better. The closer your gift to your character, the better things will be for you in your life. And all of this everything had to come to this, because sometimes you have to lose your mind before you change your mind. You have to be put through all this, and it's the same thing in a love life. You have to be put. It's like the love and the work is reflected. You have to go through all this in order to realize that. For some of you, you just can't. Some of you just can't be greasy to people. And you just can't be using your gift. If you have a spiritual gift, or if you have a talent to be able to help people, you can't be using it to your advantage. Some of you have a talent or a gift or whatever, and you're using it to your advantage and not for the greater good. And therefore, you have been observed, or at the end of the month, you will be observed, or you're being observed right now. And through this observation, something is going to be finished. And but before that, in the middle of the month, there's gonna be some kind of argument. So. And you're just going to realize you have to move on, and at the end of the month, it's going to be finished. So it's like, do you move on before they... It's like, do you move on before they fire you? Or do you get fired? Or you just let them fire you? That kind of thing. There's barely any pentacles in this reading. The only pentacles is in your environment, and that's the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not working hard. And then how you see yourself as a 6 of Pentacles. You're being generous with your time, but you're not getting paid for it. So finances, and then you yourself, basically your problem in this whole situation is that it's you. Your challenge position is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you are your challenge, like I said before. I hope this blesses you some way, and be well.